being extreme can help you get things done, but it's a risk. And the longer you risk something, the more you push your luck, the more likelihood you have of failure, and it's unwise. But there are times where you need to be extreme, because being extreme can escalate getting things done, whether on a diet, whether through minimalism to get ahead, even on your faith walk to get a higher understanding of spirituality, to separate from maybe certain things you did in the past. I've experienced these things and I want to share them with you because I've been extreme. And it's helped me, but then I've also had to balance out because it put me too much at risk in the wrong direction. So first, let's take example, health. Okay. Everyone's aware of extreme diets. There was a TV show called The Biggest Loser. In my lifetime, my experience is I lost 200 pounds. Now, it didn't start off extreme, but I was an extreme glutton. I was morbidly obese, technically, because I was eating out every day and I was extremely just letting myself go. And to be fair, I enjoyed that. That was like extreme moment in my life in my late 20s where I just indulged in eating whatever I want and it was pleasurable. But I started to develop health problems. So I needed to pull myself back, okay, and balance my life out. So when I did that, I stopped eating out. I lost like 20 to 40 pounds just by stop eating junk every day. But then I started to, gradually play with my diet. And the more I kind of saw that if I change my diet, I lose more weight, it became like an addiction. It became great to see results. And before you know it, I was close to anorexia. I was at the other extreme, from obesity to anorexia. And then I had to pull myself out of that. And that took a couple years. And then now I'm kind of in this moderate middle, and still refining a little bit, right? But I've kind of moderated for my height, for my body type. And that takes a long time. But it was good to live the extremes. And it was best after experiencing that to balance out. Now, with regards to minimalism, okay, I had luxury cars. I spent whatever I want, didn't look at bills, been in the VIP club, popping bottles, buying new cars, etc. Okay. And it was fun. It was enjoyable in my early 20s. And, when I got into my 30s, I went to extreme minimalism. I sold my house. I lived in my car. But I used that to escalate getting ahead. Keep a job, take a side job, clean up my debt, reposition in Florida, and just stack up money. And now I'll start to balance out, spending some money maybe on a home base or something else here very strategically. Because it's balance. It's too much risk at a certain point after you save a certain money to stay on the road or to not balance your portfolio. Now, with regards to faith, I always had a connection I felt with the Lord. And, as you get older, you curse the Lord because you realize this world's a little bit wild. But I went on a journey, okay, in my teens and 20s to develop a closer relation in spirit, to understand some of these scriptures and things I hear the old heads, the old people talk about with relation to religion. And it was good. It helped me to get out of certain environments like hanging out and clubbing or whatever and get into healthier environments with, church groups and, doing other activities with other people going in a different direction. And I did that for 10 years and it was good, but it was starting to get extreme, or got extreme at times, because it can become like a cult where you just regurgitate tradition. You just regurgitate a structured religious set of things. And you're not individually processing life and adapting. And because, you go to that spiritual walk because you need support. There's nothing wrong with support. It's a support group. And you kind of go in a tribe. Many part of religion is based on tribe. And that's okay if you're trying to go in the right direction, but eventually you got to separate from that religion. You got to get what you need to understand a little bit and then separate to balance reality with faith and to put your faith in action. It's no good if you don't work a certain day, but at the same time, you're an asshole. It's like you got to, it doesn't matter if you give 10%, it doesn't matter if you pray 5 times a day, it doesn't matter, okay, if you're not developing yourself in a comprehensive way, and, if you're too uptight about religion. And I've been there, so I understand it. But that's what I mean, balance. Okay. Extreme, I've been. And sometimes it's good because it's an escalation, but it's too much risk if you maintain that long term. You got to balance your life. There is a scripture that says, why be too good? Why destroy your life? At the same time, why be too bad? Why die prematurely? Those who truly love God will avoid both extremes. Find balance. So, I don't know if for you, it's minimalism. I don't know for you if it's faith walk. I don't know if it's for you if it's your diet. But I can tell you from my experience, not theory. They didn't teach me this in community college. This isn't theory. This is reality. And the realer you can get with yourself and look at your life and your patterns and your behavior and develop yourself. Now give yourself grace to go through these seasons, because I can't rush you through your seasons just like someone couldn't rush me, but I could share my seasons on my channel that I show up. And this is one thing I want to use this platform for as long as I'm on it, is being extreme sometimes is good as long as you're not hurting someone. But even at a certain point, if you're extreme too long in one season, you're going to hurt yourself. You're going to become part of a cult. You're going to develop an eating disorder, or you're going to basically have a poor asset allocation and be over leveraged or over allocated in one area, whether too much in savings, whether too much in risky assets, or whether too much poverty and not enough work. So I want you to do what you need to do, but I want you to make a mental note of what I'm saying in this video. If this video helped you, please click that thumbs up. If this video helped you, please click that blue join button. I'll show up, try to earn it. Thank you for watching. I'll see you next video.